On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Right.
Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world.
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning. Welcome to the terrific Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, that man in charge of Cole Sports. And we're going to have some fun today because there's a birthday boy in the building.
Yeah, there is.
And he's right here. Happy birthday, Playmaker.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man.
Very appreciate it. So, what way to start my day?
We're going to do things a little differently. Frank Reich got fired. Jeff Saturday's the new coach of the Colts, but that ain't the problem. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open the show with something that I'm going to open the show with something. I teased it yesterday at the end of the show, and I'm going to do it now. And
Top of the first segment already off the rails.
Train wreck,
brother.
No, go ahead.
We are just getting started. We're just getting started with this train with this train wreck because I have heard black men. Yeah, you can insert George Carlin word here.
Cole already left.
Cole said, "The hell with this."
Lord have mercy. What these niggers say now?
That if I were Kyrie Irving, I'd get a lawyer.
Moot him.
Exactly. So, hearing those arguments,
oh Lord,
and I'll explain in a few minutes.
A lawyer for what?
For a lawyer that would get him off for being stupid.
For being suspended for 5 games? With three games that have been played already?
It's going to be longer.
Yeah, I think it's now probably going to be longer because it's
Nets, it'd be longer than 5 games.
It's a conditional suspension.
That's something I'm going to touch on right now. Give me the take.
All right. Oh my. Already. Well, you already know what to do.
All right, you fools. Listen carefully. Kyrie Irving messed up, and this ain't the first time. But so many people want to defend him for quote unquote sharing a link. Yeah, here's the problem. I'm willing to make a bet that inside of his contract, there is a clause that says, watch what you share. And I'm talking about social media because we are in the 21st century. We are in the age of social media.
And in reading that, I'm sure Kyrie also said,
Bitch, please.
Yep. And I heard some of his responses when people flat out asked him, are you sorry for what you did? Are you sorry for sharing the link? Kyrie said,
quote,
I take responsibility for what I did.
well, close quote.
Kyrie, this tells me you didn't take advantage of your educational opportunity at Duke University, because there is a large difference between taking responsibility for what you did and saying the words, I'm sorry for what I did.
Yeah, he was only there for
And
8 games.
And to this day, to this moment in time, he has not apologized. And he also said,
quote,
I am not going to stand down.
close quote.
Bitch, are you for real?
Well, Kyrie, if you don't apologize, if you don't do the conditions that the Nets have laid out before you so you can rejoin the team, you stand to lose the remainder of your career. You're only 30 years old, and yet you have once again put your career in jeopardy for being stupid.
Damn!
Let me say that again. Kyrie Irving, you are only 30 years old. You're on your third team. And yet, once again, because you've done it before, you have put your career in jeopardy for being stupid.
What?
Stupid.
What?
Dumb.
What?
Idiotic.
What?
Just a flat out dumbass.
You can't handle the truth.
Let's not forget selfish.
What?
Very selfish. See, that press conference that that interview session that Kyrie had told me it's all about him. And he doesn't give 2/5 of a half of a damn about the team or the league. You know, the team he is contracted to.
Oh, so you're saying he is a member of this fraternity?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Yeah. With LeBron James being one of the leaders. I'll touch on that tomorrow. This all goes back to the 2014-2015 season. Here's why I'm going back there. Kyrie Irving was fine. Kyrie Irving was doing what he was supposed to do. Then LeBron showed up and basically usurped him.
And he didn't like that.
Nope. He did not like that at all.
Yeah, you're good at what you did, but your team sucked.
Correct.
And LeBron had a promise to fulfill, which he fulfilled with you by his side.
The team was supposed to be Kyrie's team, and yet upper management saw they weren't going anywhere, which gives me a little bit of a clue that, Kyrie, you suck as a leader.
Oh, no, you ain't figured that out yet?
Oh, I figured it out when he came into the league, because here's a point that I often say, and people don't want to hear. You know how many games Kyrie played at Duke University? A
Uh,
grand total of 11.
Oh, the same jersey number he wears now.
Mm-hmm. He wore number 2 at Duke,
Right.
which
you never
tells me
seen number 2 at Duke.
nope.
Mm-mm.
Which tells me he's an even bigger dumbass for walking away from Mike Krzyzewski.
Gonna walk away from us. Be fun.
The song I had in mind was Kyrie singing, I would walk 500 miles and then I'd walk 500.
500 more. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep, that would fit him.
I would walk 500 miles and then I'd walk 500 more. Well, Kyrie Irving, you got 500 miles to walk before you can rejoin your team.
What I
And
said
here
about
is
this
what
feeling.
and
one
here,
eye toward the court, the other eye toward the exit.
he's got both eyes toward the exit in this case because he hasn't stood down, he hasn't apologized.
Stupid.
And yet, when a direct question is toward him,
Humana.
he deflects it by saying, "What about my people?"
And yes, that's who did the song rhyme. The Proclaimers, correct.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize we're talking about the same guy who decided not to take a vaccination shot.
Oh, we're talking about the same guy.
Mm-hmm. Keep going, Playmaker.
We're talking about the same guy who decided not to get a vaccination shot per rule, not only by the Brooklyn Mess,
By the league,
but by the league and
the city.
by the city of New York.
Which is the reason why James Harden said, "Nate, me get out of this mess and take my butt
Mm-hmm.
to Philly."
Mm-hmm. Harden saw it,
And then watch y'all get swept by the Boston Celtics.
See, Kyrie wants to make it all about him and his deflectionary responses. I know that's a big word, and yet I am using it.
But he was so passionate after the press
And
conference
that
after they got
is
beat.
And that is listen, with Kyrie's deflectionary shots, and yes, that's a word I'm using proudly. And yet a lot of people will look at me and go, "You're not supposed to know that word." Oh, there are a lot of words I'm not supposed to know, but I know them and I use them proudly.
Black man using words that have more than 3 syllables in them? How dare you?
How asinine.
I
The unmitigated call of Brian
swear
Snow.
I swear my kids and my wife tease me the same way, but they know what's going on. And people who have seen my kids and seen my wife are shocked because my wife completely A, understands my plight, but B, also understands the stupidity that lies within. And when I capitalize the word stupidity, she gets it. She was a professor at Indiana State University for 5 years. And anyone who attends or has attended Indiana State already knows that's a melting pot of culture.
By the way, this is what Mr. Snowman calls them the Brooklyn Mess. Because he was just waiting for one of the two dummies to do what they do.
And they were going to do it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was just waiting.
Going to do it. Yeah.
He did
It
Stephen
was a
A.
matter
to
of
us.
when, not if. Yeah.
He did Stephen A. to us. He said, "Just wait. Be patient.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's coming."
It's coming.
Yeah. It's
coming.
What can't go wrong will go wrong.
That's the Dallas Cowboys, and that's the Brooklyn Mess. And in many ways, that's the Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now that Harden's out for a month,
Ouch.
Oops.
maybe Joel Embiid would reclaim his MVP status, but here's the problem.
But wait a
Side
minute.
note.
I thought Harden was in the
Joel
best
Embiid
shape of
will
his
never get-
career.
Hey, injuries still take place.
Repeat that. Repeat that again, Cole.
No matter how in shape you are, injuries still take place.
Yeah, I thought James Harden was in the best shape of his career.
If you call around to shape, then I'll count it.
Wow. Snowman said, Snowman said, James Harden, the best shape of his career.
Bitch, please.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Kyrie is in a bad mental shape. James Harden is in a bad physical shape. And when the Splash Brothers retire, the NBA is in trouble.
Oh, by the way, didn't somebody drop 47 last night?
That would be Wardell Stephen Curry II.
And well, no, I'm not going to derail this. So this is a
So
Snowman's take on Kyrie Irving.
I'm going to wrap this up. Give me this. I'm going to wrap this up by saying Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving, your career that never took shape because at Duke, Mike Krzyzewski. So if you want to continue losing millions and millions of dollars for being stupid,
which he's already done thus far,
then by all means, you will never be a point guard that belongs to Stephen Curry. You will never be a good basketball player. You'll never be a good leader. And until you decide to look in the mirror and change your ways and kind of try to mesh with your team, old Snowman says, you weren't all that at Duke. You haven't been all that in the NBA, except for one championship winning shot. And the following year, Stephen Curry cooked your ass. All 5 games. And by the way, you haven't been the same since. So, Kyrie, I want to pray that you get it together. But knowing you, you never will. Because you don't have the skill to look in the mirror and say, hey, I messed up. And you don't have the balls to say, I'm sorry. Which describes a hell of a lot of people that I know. And I'll leave it there and do the rest on the Brian Snow podcast to premiere this week. But for now, that's old Snowman's take. What's yours?
To be that talented in the game of basketball.
How did I do?
Oh, you did great. You did wonderful, my man. I figured you was going to cook the way you did, but once again, and we didn't even get 2 minutes into the show.
Mm-hmm. Frank Reich is out. Jeff Saturday is in.
How?
What the hell are the Colts doing? We'll examine that next with the birthday boy and Cole Sports. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Back and forth.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Have you had a chance to visit the Snowman in the Morning shop yet? You haven't? Then what are you waiting for? Go to officialsitmorn.com, check out the shop when you type in the word shop, and you'll see things like, a coffee mug that's available, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a whole lot more. And while you're buying items from the Snowman in the Morning shop, you can support the Snow Strong Carolina mission. We got a lot to do and a short time to get there. Go to officialsitmorn.com/shop. Check out all of the gear and wear the same gear that the crew wears. And when you're doing that, tell them Snowman sent you.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Steph Curry.
Tim Anderson.
Jordan Alvarez.
And it's caught. Debo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan can sense.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Hey everybody, Snowman here, and thanks for listening to this episode of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Want to tell you about a little thing we like to call Monkey Knife Fight. Wait, what in the world is that, you may ask? Well, Monkey Knife Fight is a daily fantasy site where you can play your favorite games, support your favorite players, and make money at the same time. And right now, if you go to monkeyknifefight.com and use the code Snowman, you will get a 100% deposit match on up to $100 on your initial deposit. Go to monkeyknifefight.com and use the code Snowman for an up to 100% deposit on your first deposit of up to $100. Thanks, and tell them Snowman sent you.
Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson is brought to you by Penis Water for the ebbs and flows of life. Trust Penis 15 Water.
Let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone because I see an old school friend of mine in BGS.
BGS, man. What's up?
House with Andrew and Sick and Victor and all the other usual suspects. BGS says Kyrie has always been a loose cannon. Yep.
100.
That was true at Duke University. Salary
this year
versus the reward
this year. Yes,
man.
This year.
Oh man. See,
and I think that's the message.
Has been in the chat 5 minutes and he's dropping nuggets.
And I think that's the message. His woke people constituency seems to forget that right there.
You know what?
That's a hell of a
Somebody define this term woke. What does that even mean?
I'll use Cole's definition. They're so woke, they're zombies.
Yeah, I mean, these fools are so woke, man. They permanently have insomnia. It's just ridiculous. Supposedly woke is you're enlightened to every single thing and you're not caught off guard by anything.
Which frankly is a lie in and of itself.
There's no such thing because you can't be woke to everything.
Exactly.
I'll say your definition again, please. Say the supposed definition again, please.
Okay. That you're enlightened to everything and you are never caught off guard.
And my next 4 words are as follows. Who told this lie?
Oh, we can also do it this way as well.
Who told this lie? That's a definite. You're so enlightened to everything.
Mm-hmm.
What you're basically saying is that you're perfect and no one in this world is perfect. But off of Kyrie, he's got enough problems without us piling the truth on him. Oops. Did I say that?
Ouch.
Jeff Saturday is now the interim head coach of the Indianapolis Colts.
Jim Irsay.
You big dummy.
Why the hell?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to miss watching Jeff Saturday on Get Up doing pancakes. It's like one of the funniest segments on there.
He's a great analyst, and he knows the game. There's no debating about that at all. He's
no debate.
He definitely was one of the smartest guys on the Colts squad. That he was the center to Peyton Manning on. No question about that.
Number 63, but he's got a challenge and a half ahead of him. But
the dude ain't coaching a down.
Nope. And frankly, to me, the coaching is not a problem. It's the problem for the Colts
process
is that since Andrew Luck retired, they haven't had a consistent play caller. The most consistent play caller, and I'm gonna really irk some Colt fans. The most consistent play caller that they've had was Phillip Rivers.
I'm gonna raise you one. The Frank Reich experiment with the veteran quarterbacks didn't work.
It really didn't.
That's why he is fired.
Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz,
Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Matt Ryan, who's going to walk off into retirement now. Yeah. And all that to bring Sam Ehlinger under center, and he got walloped against the Patriots Sunday.
It's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure that we knew when they made that move that, okay, the Colts have given up on this season.
Yeah.
They can go in a new direction. We know it was coming.
Yeah, this is them for a QB in the draft. That's really what they're doing.
It's like, yo, we tried this with Frank White. How many years? It hasn't worked. We don't see the direction that we wanted to go in.
Right.
And the problem that I really foresee that nobody's mentioning. Who owns the team?
Jim Irsay.
That dude is so off the rails for real. In terms of how he directs the team, it's not even funny. And I had a colleague of mine actually say to me, and you wonder why Peyton Manning wants to have nothing to do with the Colts.
Jim Irsay.
It's because of Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay.
I mean,
the
dude is
Jim
such
Irsay
a wild
who ran him out of town.
You want to talk about loose cannon BGS? You want to talk about loose cannon? Jim Irsay fits the bill of that. Oh my God.
Same dude, the same guy who
yes, got a DUI and got this from the rest of the owners.
You talking about the same guy who ran Peyton Manning out of town, and Peyton Manning stuck him by winning Super Bowl.
You got it.
Didn't pay well.
Yeah, yep.
The same guy who refused to get a GM who has a brain to protect your star player, and Andrew Luck was right. He retired.
Too many hits.
Too many hits. And Andrew Luck said, "F this, I'm out."
Yeah, and he was smart. He was like, "Look, I got a degree from Stanford. I don't necessarily need to get all this money in the NFL to build wealth. Heck, I could do this being the brain engineer that I am. Peace."
And you know, we haven't heard from Andrew.
He's out.
We haven't heard from Andrew Luck since he retired.
And he bounced.
He bounced. And since then, the Colts have not been the same. The era was supposed to go from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck.
And we're supposed to still
Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck saw the direction the Colts were going. They were not getting him any offensive line help. They were not getting him a running game to lean on
at all.
And Andrew Luck bounced, just like Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck bounced.
And
Irsay hell wasn't protecting Peyton Manning in his latter years.
And Irsay is saying, doggone it, we still should be under the Andrew Luck era. Sorry about Andrew Luck. We should be under the Andrew Luck era still. That's how he's thinking. But he messed all that crap up.
He messed all that up.
He messed all that up.
There were two needs he did not take care of with Andrew Luck.
Yeah, offensive line and running back.
And a running game.
This is why
imagine Andrew Luck under center with Jonathan Taylor behind him.
You remember the tail end of Elway's career in Denver? That is what we would be seeing in Indianapolis with Andrew Luck if he was protected correctly.
if he was protected correctly, we'd see Jonathan Taylor get a 2,000-yard season. We'd see Andrew Luck with a 4,000 or 5,000-yard season. And Andrew Luck was the perfect replacement for Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
He was the perfect prototype of Peyton Manning. Yeah. Only difference, Manning went to Tennessee, Andrew Luck went to Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Peyton Manning played 4 years at Tennessee, Andrew Luck played 4 years at Stanford. The era was supposed to go from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. And Jim Irsay effed all that up by not protecting your prize quarterback, period.
Yeah. Oh, what are you going to say, Playmaker?
See, this is why Cole has this fear about Josh Allen.
Yep.
Yep. And thank you for mentioning him.
And it's coming to light right now because he's having his elbow examined. And I'm willing to bet that elbow injury is going to cost him and the Bills the remainder of the season because he took one too many hits running the football. I mean, I understand he's got the skill to be a runner,
and it's fine.
But Josh Allen, your best skill is say it with me, in the pocket.
And I know some who would probably argue me up and down and say, well, he pretty much got that injury in the pocket because it was a strip sack that happened that happened to have the injury. The thing though is he is so active even in the pocket that he's bound to get hit that way. So you have to, if you're the Bills, you have to impress upon him, like you just said, Brian, the best availability, the best ability is availability for you.
Mm-hmm.
We know that you're skilled. We know that you're talented. We know that you can outrun a few people on the field. We know that you can throw it 60 yards down the field. We know that you have a bright mind for the sport. And we know you have a heart that basically is beating like a lion and you play basically like a linebacker. But you got to rein some of that stuff in because you got these guys who, when you are in the open field, they're going to treat you like a running back and they want to hit you to get you off the field.
They want to kill you.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that
knock you out of the game.
I mean that literally. They want to knock you out. They want to I hate bringing this up, but why is this for you? They want to give you the Leonard Marshall. Leonard Marshall treatment
to Joe Montana. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love Montana, but I'll say it again. That NFC Championship game, 1990, was one of the greatest I've ever seen, and that was to people who doubt me, to people who doubt Cole and Playmaker and all of the folks in the chat that have chatted with me about that very play. That was a clean hit.
I have said this on air. That to me is still to this day, and it's 32 years later, almost 33. 31, almost 32 years
31.
later.
Mm-hmm.
That was the nastiest clean hit I've ever seen a quarterback take ever.
And where was Montana? Out of the pocket.
He was out of the pocket. He was in the pocket. I think he eyed Little Marshall coming.
He saw Marshall. He got flushed out of the pocket.
He got flushed out of the pocket. He scrambled to his right.
Mm-hmm.
And once he finished scrambling, he got set. But what he didn't realize was that Marshall, who luckily was pancaked, got back up and still pursued Montana. And
I'm gonna bring a quarterback up, even though he's playing bad this year. But you never had to question the durability of Russell Wilson.
No.
He gets down. He protects himself.
But see, at the same time, he realized that Pete Carroll wasn't going to protect him, and he sure as hell ain't getting protected in Denver.
Thank you, Nathaniel Hackett.
But yet he don't take big hits.
You said the right word. Hack.
It's so many games I watched Russell Wilson play. I'm like, how does he avoid getting hit?
Because he played baseball and he slides.
Yeah.
Even when he in the pocket, I'm like, oh, they finna tear his head off.
That was the key.
I'm like, how?
That was the key right there, Brian.
I mean,
he had baseball training and he would slide whenever he saw trouble. And guess what happened when a similar figure and fellow to Andrew Luck got drafted alongside of him? And they tried to tell him, Yes, you got 4.5 speed. It's sprinter speed. You can run away from just about everybody. But when one of those big uglies get a hold of you and knock you down, you're not going to be the same. So slide. And what did he not do? Slide. And what is he now? He now is an analyst 10 years later, which that career started 5 years ago.
RG3.
Yep.
I mean, that's a career wasted after his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
That is a career because he didn't slide and protect himself that got blown to smithereens. Let's welcome the underrated darkness in the house with us from New York. What's up? What's up underrated?
What's up?
And Ryan, I agree with you. I think Josh Allen's season may be over.
And that's the truth.
I said that after
I
saw the hit.
Yeah,
I saw the hit.
And if that's the case, and if that's the case, the Bills might as well say, "Okay, we'll see you in 2023."
Yep, because there's no way they're getting any further without Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the unquestioned leader of that offense. Here's the problem.
Not even a question.
Here's the problem that I have with the Buffalo Bills, and I explained this at the top of the season in a simple question: who's going to run the football?
He's too much of that offense. That's my issue. Right there. He is too much. You cannot be the leading passer and the leading rusher of your team. Are you hearing me, Justin Fields?
Are you hearing me, Lamar Jackson?
You cannot be the leading passer and the leading rusher of your team because that's going to come back and bite you in the behind.
Who's the GM of the Buffalo Bills? Because there's no way in the world, despite me being a Rams fan, despite Snowman being a 49ers fan, there's no way Christian McCaffrey should have been in the NFC West. Everybody just knew Buffalo get Christian McCaffrey. That's what they needed. That team's complete.
Brandon Beane is the general manager of the Bills.
You have Naheem Hines. He's good.
Yeah, but
Christian McCaffrey.
He's not Christian McCaffrey.
He's like. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a good blast for pass name, Brian. He's I look at Naheem Hines and I think of David Meggett.
Oh, number 30 for the New York Giants.
Yeah,
look at that little Meggett run. Thank you, Chris Berman.
Yeah, that's when I think of Naheem Hines. I think he's that third down back where if you need to have a pass thrown to him and he can and he can give you a real route out the backfield. He's good for that. For runs, not so much. But that's who they decided to get. And I'm like, no. The moment I saw that, I was like, that's not the back you needed.
No, your back you needed. You let him go to San Francisco.
That's not the back you needed. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they tried to get him, but I forgot what was the sticking point. I can't remember. What was the sticking point.
It shouldn't have been a sticking point. They have first and second round picks. I can understand why the Rams couldn't do it because we don't have the draft capital.
But the Rams shouldn't run it too because they still were willing to trade. The problem was I don't think they were willing. I don't think either they weren't willing to give up Akers or the Panthers didn't want to get him.
The Panthers didn't want to run it.
Panthers didn't want a running back.
They didn't want to run it back. They just want a straight draft pick. So a 4th round pick added by the San Francisco 49ers was the difference.
Yeah. So it wasn't that that the Rams didn't have assets. The Rams had the wrong assets.
The Bills should have been the team to grab Christian McCaffrey.
And I thought they were all in on getting him. The moment I saw the Panthers was like, okay, he's open for trade. I thought the first and the only team that was going to be able to get him was the Bills. Because I'm like, that's the one need they have. They don't have Field. If that is Field, they have the whole team taken care of.
Hey, see, Christian McCaffrey reminds me so much of Thurman Thomas because of all his abilities.
Yes.
And that K-Gun offense would have been
wonderful comparison. Yes.
The K-Gun offense would have been alive, and Josh Allen Sunday, if McCaffrey would have been in the game, would have been protected.
Wonderful comparison because just like Thomas, McCaffrey could do it all. Could catch out the backfield, could run in between the tackles, could run sweeps and tosses to the outside if you want, could pass protect and protect the quarterback from blitzers. he could do all of that.
And now,
unfortunately, the Bills running backs as of today cannot.
No. Singletary cannot.
No. And Moss can't either.
They're trying to do it by committee.
They're trying to do it by committee.
Moss ain't even there no more.
They're trying to do it. They're trying to do it by committee, and you don't have that bell cow of a running back to help your offense.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
Did Buffalo not pay attention to what happened to Pittsburgh?
No. Ryan McCarthy with a great comment. The best part is that Christian McCaffrey is only making $690,000 this season. It would have been
cap friendly too.
Cheap pickup for a talented player, and they're working to sign him
to a
long term.
Yeah, and that's another good point, Ryan. Cap friendly.
Very cap friendly.
Hey, y'all gonna get him
because now
you're
gonna get him for a bargain. There. Yeah. 49ers, you got him for a bargain. You're gonna keep him for one.
And then they sent Jeff Wilson packing to Miami and recouped a 5th-round pick. I don't think they're done. I think there's a couple of other players that may be out of there to recoup some more draft picks. But Jay Spivey had a hell of a question yesterday. Why did they draft Trey Lance?
They really did. They really did think. I think
I can't. I
know. I look at it this way.
He knows the answer, but
I look at it this way. I really do believe, and I do like John Lynch, but I really do believe he had his ear to the street. And he heard from 49ers fans that and the peer pressure got to him. He kept hearing from everywhere in Silicon Valley. I mean, Palo Alto, Santa Clara, San Jose, wherever he went in Silicon Valley, let alone San Francisco and Oakland, he heard you're winning in spite of number 10. You're not winning because of him. You're winning in spite of him. And if you get a quarterback and train him up, you will be able to win those games because of him.
I'm hearing
and Garoppolo's not the guy.
I'm hearing this from 49er fans, and yet people do not realize, I've said it often on this program, I will say it again. Garoppolo's the man. He wins ball games.
See, but you know how fans are.
I know.
The Super Bowl against Kansas City.
Now,
Who did he miss wide open?
Emmanuel Sanders. They're gonna forever hold that game over his head. Yeah.
Every overthrow for the remainder of this
NFC Championship game against the Rams. Everybody waiting on the moment for him to choke, and what happened?
Aaron Donald got him.
Aaron Donald got the strip sack fumble. Yeah.
They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about the fact. Let's go back to that NFC Championship game. They don't want to talk about the fact that the 49ers opened up a 17-7 lead after trailing 7-0. And one of the players that he hit for a touchdown pass was George the Animal Kittle. Okay, Garoppolo. I will save that for Friday,
but
I will also save that for the premiere edition of 49er banter.
Now,
Justin Fields has no choice because his offensive line consists of nothing but mannequins. Yep.
Now, Victor, you are 100% correct.
But he didn't get hit either.
No. You're 100% correct, Victor. I'm not debating. I'm not debating that point at all. My issue is that you should not have your quarterback. I don't give a crap how horrible your offensive line is to run for almost 20 carries for 180 yards.
And still,
they still took an L. They still took an L.
And in the Bears case, you have a running back.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's my point.
You have a running back. About everyone ballyhooing Justin Fields. Yes, he ran for almost 180 yards. Yes, he had a heck of a running game. The problem?
Yeah, still took an L.
He took a big fat L. The Bears season is done. Okay, let me.
Justin Fields has to run, all right? But you have a capable running back.
Thank you.
Miami, David Montgomery.
Miami, they can pretty much say they have two capable running backs because both of them came from San Francisco.
Right.
Yes.
And two is they're slinging the ball left and right.
And that's gonna cost Miami. What's up, Hawk TV? Hawk TV in the house with us this morning.
What's up, man?
Like you said, playmaker, it's going to cost Miami because they don't use their running backs. And one of the running backs that they had has a championship game record, and that of course is Raheem Mostert. They don't use him.
The head coach came from San Francisco.
I forgot.
Yep.
I forgot.
McDaniel.
Yeah, McDaniel. I forgot that Mostert was on the Dolphins because I was
Jeff
like,
Wilson's there too.
Didn't he go there? I'm like, I can't remember him being there now.
They got both running backs from the 49ers last season.
Mostert and then Wilson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now they have three because I think no.
No.
The Giants.
Breeda's going on. Yeah.
Because Breida was with the Dolphins in preseason, but then they cut him, and now he's with the Giants.
Yeah.
But even for that time, 3 former San Francisco running backs, 2 that are there now, 1 that was there, and they don't use them.
I don't get it.
He's so head focused with Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill.
That's all cute. You're fine. Yeah. We get it. The dance and all that crap. But you have a quarterback, who, by the way, is coming off and coming back from a major concussion spell.
A major concussion.
Because he suffered 2 in 4 days. So you're going to try to risk even more damage to him? Run the ball. I just don't understand it. You got these running backs for what reason? To just simply say, oh, we're filling out roster space? Please. These head coaches and these bright young offensive coordinator minds are going to be the ruination of these quarterbacks.
Just ask Josh Allen.
I mean, they put these wonderful talents in harm's way, and they're going to wonder why. They're going to wonder why the position of quarterback is going to be devolving into just about nothing.
Let's go one step further. I'll throw a name out there that a lot of people would like to see get paid, me included, but at the same time, he still hasn't progressed. Does the name Lamar Jackson mean anything to you? Do I need to explain my case?
And and now it is getting sexier and sexier than ever to run RPO offenses.
Give me my take one more time. I'm going to finish the hour with this. Give me my take.
All right.
Yes, it's a double take. I said this 2 years ago. I said it last year, and I said it this year. Lamar Jackson has regressed. Now, I got yelled at, I got barked at, I got cussed out, for lack of a better term. But the same question I got was, how can you say such a thing? Despite the win last night, have you seen him play? Have you seen? I'll throw it in. I'll put it in one word that'll light this chat up and light my partners up. Inconsistency. He's been wildly inconsistent since his unanimous MVP year. And I'm going to throw a question out there that a lot of people are still going to yell at me about, but it needs to be examined. Lamar Jackson won the unanimous MVP for what? You're muted, Cole. You're muted again.
You know, we talking what?
I mean,
12 from 22, 133 yards, and 1 touchdown.
I will throw. Yeah, go ahead. Play.
11 carries, 82 yards. So
the running game is why Lamar won.
If I remember correctly, didn't another quarterback who was a backup and a rookie in Sunday night's football game put up pretty much the similar numbers?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I will put up 3 more words for the exception of Monday night's game as well. That is the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the fourth quarter of this year,
they suck.
They have had issues closing out games. In fact, all 3 of their losses came from games where they held double-digit leads.
anyone?
I mean,
Because that should have been a walk. That should have been a walk away.
All three of the games they've lost have come from when they held double-digit leads.
I mean, if the defense is starting to round in shape all of a sudden, and Justin Houston turned back the clock to his Kansas City days, the Saints part of when they did something.
Yeah,
I think what was missing in the analysis of the team back then, because people were just saying, well, the defense is getting torched. Well, true, yeah, but if you're having leads, and especially in the game at home against the Dolphins, where you actually had them down by 3 touchdowns, chances are, if you were rock solid in this offense, you protect Jackson, and you actually run the ball with other people besides him, and not be cute and do RPO stuff with him, you get a victory out of in that game.
I mean, Kenyon Drake is a good piece,
but he's a piece. Exactly.
He's a piece.
J.K. Dobbins, another a piece. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's the bell cow for the Baltimore Ravens?
On the shelf, per usual.
Where's the bell? Matter of fact, let me go around the horn here. Where's the bell cow for the Miami Dolphins?
Now that's criminal. The
Where's
fact they
the
actually
bell
have them and they
cow
don't use them, that's criminal.
for the Chicago Bears? And another criminal situation. They have him, but they don't use him.
So you telling me
Where's the bell cow for the Atlanta Falcons, the leaders of the NFC South, miraculously?
Another example where you have guys who can run the ball, yet they want to have the quarterback run it just as much, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
they just got theirs back? Surprised they gave him the ball enough.
Thank you. You just said the key. You just said the key thing. They don't give him the ball enough. Ding ding.
Yes, sir.
Ding ding ding.
That's my problem.
Because I sure thought when they said Cordero Patterson was active, I said, "Oh, he should have a fun game."
And right there, Victor, is the problem I have with the league.
It's getting to the point that the read option is going to dominate most offenses because of the lack of a running game. Can anybody say Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I will throw an addendum to that.
Mm-hmm.
You correct every syllable of this word of this sentence. You're correct, Victor. I will say, and the lack of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
In that case,
because what's the worst coached position in football?
Easily,
today?
it's quarterback. It's
quarterback.
Easily quarterback.
So in that case, that means the 49ers didn't get the memo. That means the Tennessee Titans didn't get the memo. That means the New York Giants didn't get the memo because they use their running backs
and use them well.
Oh, let me throw Cleveland in there too.
Let me throw another quarterback that was supposed to have a great career but fell down the toilet. Cameron Jarrell Newton.
Yeah, because he got absolutely destroyed by defenses.
No, that's because he, which people always gonna hold against him, he failed to do a certain thing in the Super Bowl.
There are two things. There are two games that will hang over Cam Newton: Super Bowl 50 and the opening game of the following season. Common denominator: the Denver Broncos defense. You thought that Cam Newton got pulverized in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara?
That was a warm-up.
He got destroyed in Denver the following season.
The problem that I've always had with Newton and Hall TV, look, I love the guy because I know he's a huge Newton fan. Yes. I love the guy. Great character guy. I get why teams would want to have him under center. And I get why they want him have him in the locker room. He's a great character guy. He's great for the locker room. And he'd be great for the morale of a team when they're winning. Mm-hmm. The issue I've had with him is he thinks that at 6'5", 260, even now at 34 years of age now, at 6'5", 260, he's a tank. And when you have that ability to think that you're a tank, you think you can be impervious to any and everything. And what I think you have to understand is that the hits that bounced off, that when defenders bounced off him at 22, 23, 24, he could just get hit with a feather and all of a sudden a bone breaks now at 34. the body just would not
And
react the same
and
when you
the
get
hits
further
and the
down the
hits
line.
pile up.
Yeah, and the hits pile up. Meanwhile, you never adjust to saying, okay, well, let me protect myself. I can't really be out there the way I was when I was, when I just got in the league when I was in college. Let me beat these teams with my brain, which he does have. He does have a brain for the sport. But let me beat these teams strictly with my brain and my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And he never got to that point.
Everyone wants to have the next Michael Vick, but Vick was an exception to the rule and not the rule.
And even with Vic, once he got underneath Andy Reid, the second year that he was with them, the best year of Vic's career was produced. And why? Because he mostly was a pocket passer then.
And the example I'm going to use now to close this out, Steve Young.
And I said from the time Vic got into the league, I said, man, I want him to watch Steve Young tapes.
Mm-hmm. He never
because
did.
I think he would have a great career just like him if he were to study what Steve Young did.
Unfortunately,
it took him too long.
Took him too long.
Took it too long. Mm-hmm.
So Lamar Jackson, unless Greg Roman walks away, your career's finished. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
Our number 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Coach Johnson with the birthday boy, the playmaker, begins right now. On your mark, get set, let's go.
Cause we take this job so serious.
All of it, between 2 people and 4 nostrils, all of it was gone.
LeBron James is pure, unadulterated trash as a basketball player and has been for 20 years.
We don't want to see.
Wait a minute. We don't want to see.
Stop the cap, bro.
Number 420. Why is El Jefe? Number 420.
I had to do it. Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, with the birthday boy, the playmaker down below. And to my right, Mr. Cole Johnson, that man in charge of Cool Sports with a Z.
All right, Snowman, you have a question for me.
I did.
Oh, what was the question that you had for playmaker?
He sent it to me. I just never answered it.
I did.
Yeah.
What, had to deal with the Rams Buccaneers?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that one. Since Playmaker is now here and it's the top of hour 2, let me do this the right way. About the finish of that game, Playmaker,
what in the all types of blue hell
happened?
Now, Snowman, no, because I told him I was at work, so I didn't even watch.
Yes.
I don't even know
Yes.
what happened.
Yes.
So I looked at some stats and I already had that. Then when I got home to watch the highlights,
It should have sickened you because it sickened me, and I'm not a Rams fan.
Sickened me. It sickened me. I watched the darn thing.
I watched the highlights. It sickened me.
I watched the darn thing. I explained this yesterday. I will explain it again. That's the late game we got here in this area was Rams and Buccaneers, and CBS was on the call for that with I think it was Jim Nantz
and Tony Romo.
Yep.
Okay, it was 13-9.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My wife saw the score. I saw the score, and we both said, "You know what? The Buccaneers had their chance. They failed on 4th down. We can walk away."
Yep.
Okay. Because, well, hell, my wife was cooking dinner. So
What's wrong with that?
my wife was cooking dinner. So we're like, okay, we can get ready for the Sunday night game.
Mm-hmm.
I walked away. I left the game running on my phone and I walked away. I went to help my wife with a few things.
And that's how
quickly
everything changed.
And I hear this roar. I looked at Joni and she looked at me and we both went,
what in the all types of blue hell?
I raced back here to my office. I look at the phone and I see 16-13 Buccaneers. I said, baby, you're not going to believe this.
We're mere seconds left.
She walked in, 44 of them to be exact. She walked
I'm talking about after Tampa Bay scored, mere seconds left.
Yeah. She walked in and went, the hell happened? And that's when the flood of Bradyites hit me.
Now,
when I say flood, Cole, you already know with what we deal with on Wednesdays.
Yep.
You already know what my opinion of who the greatest quarterback is.
And it will never change, and mine is the same. But yes, to solidify your point, playmaker. Yeah, the Buccaneers go up 15-13 with 9 seconds to go in the game.
9.
Let me preface my comments by saying that I know Michael Irvin played the game. I know Michael Irvin played it at a high level. I know he won 3 Super Bowl championships.
He's going for Michael.
But look here.
He's going from wait. Let's do this right.
Yes, let's do it right.
Do not come at Jalen Ramsey the way that you did on First Take. Because you know why? Because that defense did their damn job. They held Tom Brady to 9 points, 3 field goals for most of that game. And my offense, who supposed to be high-powered offense, can only muster up a total of 206 yards in the whole game of a time of possession of 28 minutes. Didn't even try on the last drive to get a first down to end the game. Before the defense can even get a grab a getaway and talk about what's going to happen, they had to be back on the goddamn field.
Smoke it. Smoke, son. Smoke.
Cook,
and everybody knows. The more chance you give Tom Brady to figure out that defense, he's going to figure him out.
He only has 22 years of experience doing it.
This one does not go on Raheem Morris. This doesn't go on Aaron Donald. This doesn't go on nobody on that defensive side. This is all Sean McVay and our offense's fault for this loss.
And speaking of that offense, why is it that Darrell Henderson Jr. had 12 carries for 56 yards and they did not go back to him?
That's because the Buccaneers defense scares them when it comes to the running game. When you have Vita Vea in the middle, nobody wants to run up the middle.
Well, I understand that because he did put, if I'm not mistaken, he put Stafford onto turf a couple times in that game too. But still, you had that type of success on the ground against a pretty stout defense, run defense.
My thing is this.
And you got the lead. You're not going to protect that lead?
Sean McVay, for whatever reason, is getting conservative about this world. When we had played the Buccaneers, the 3 times we beat Tampa Bay, one of which was with Jared Goff at quarterback, and he outdoed Tom Brady in that same damn stadium. On prime time, by the way. We was never conservative when we came to Tom Brady. Never conservative. I don't know what got into Sean McVay to call that last drive the way that he called it. Because he should know you got to punch him out. You have to knock Tom Brady team out. He ain't knocked Tom Brady team out.
You're getting props. You get props, playmaker. Victor says, "I'm calling right now. Playmaker is smarter, more knowledgeable, and way more entertaining than Stephen A. Smith."
Hey,
but I'll watch First Take, and then as soon as Michael Irvin went off on Jen, I'm like, you must be out your mind.
I
don't care how you feel. Jalen Ramsey has the right to feel that way.
I saw that yesterday. I was thinking, man, I'm about to get Playmaker's take on this.
Because that
Michael ever went in on him.
Well, guess what? You got it.
And we gave you 44 seconds to hold the
It will be part of the podcast today because I'm cutting the hell out of this.
I don't want to hear that. My defense played they behinds off that game.
I have said this often, man. I said if a defense can hold a team 17 points and under, they've done their job. They held the Bucs to 16. So the defense did that job.
The offense did not.
The offense did not.
And the offense had chance after chance after chance to extend the lead. Thank you to the late great Jim Durham.
And
They had chances to extend the lead.
And to your point, playmaker, with the explosive offense the Rams are supposed to have,
supposedly,
if you hold a team to 9 points, that should be more than plenty enough for your offense to do whatever it wants to do.
It should be more than enough.
Not on Sunday, it looked like.
It should be more than enough to figure it out, for your offense to figure it out.
Yeah. Not on Sunday.
I don't want to hear nothing from nobody when it comes to Kareem Morris and this soft coverage on this one. Because that soft coverage was the reason why Tom Brady can only put 9 points.
Well, you already know why people are wanting to say fire Raheem Morris. It's because you've seen certain games, the home game against the 49ers. Even the home game against the Cowboys.
That's different. That's different.
And of course, the home game against
Jimmy
the
G
Bills.
do that.
Yeah.
But when you came to Tampa Bay, Tom Brady was not looking good. Tom Brady looked terrible. Even Aaron Donald was getting him.
True.
And Aaron Donald had the hardest. That's the hardest quarterback Aaron Donald has a hard time getting to was Tom Brady. He was getting to Tom Brady. The coverage played well.
Mm-hmm.
They had Mike Evans dropping passes.
Dare say this was the best game the defense played all year.
Mm-hmm.
But my offense can only give me 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
13 points. And then like Tampa Bay to dominate the time possession, the number 3 more minutes. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's even. I consider it even. Yeah.
But only 200 yards of total offense.
Nail on the head, bro. That's why I put the fault on that game. The offense didn't execute. Defense did that job. The offense didn't execute. I'm 100% with you, playmaker. And that is what bothered me. When I saw Henderson's stats, I'm like, on 12 carries, he got 56 yards. Why did you not keep feeding him? He was going, feed him some more.
Yeah, he got cooking, and then they stopped letting him cook.
Yeah,
they stopped running the football.
I already posted on social media. I might as well say it right here live. The defending Super Bowl champion just might be done after this loss.
Yeah, if they don't do a
now,
major
don't get me wrong. It is a lot of games left. But look, you talking about we got to go to New Orleans. We got to go to Kansas City. We got to go to Lambeau Field for a Monday night game. We know how we look on a Monday night. We know how we look at Lambeau Field for whatever reason.
By the way, you still have to deal with the
Seahawks twice.
Resurgent Seahawks.
We got them twice.
Still.
Within a 4-week span, I think.
No.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of football to be played. The way this season is going, anything can happen. Because whoever saw Detroit beat Green Bay.
5 week.
5 weeks, man.
Mm-hmm. Who saw Detroit beating Green Bay?
Nobody.
Who saw the Jets getting beat down by New England and then coming back and beat Buffalo?
Ryan.
Ryan saw that.
The way this season is going, yes, anything can happen because this is the definition of anything can happen on any given Sunday.
How did Joe Davis put it on the Jordan home run? I'll use it here. This season is turned upside down.
Oh,
thank you.
The way,
thank you to the fabulous television voice Joe Davis for that one.
You're gonna do well, Joe. One of a job.
That I got that off because I knew it's Tuesday. We usually talk Rams. Now I got.
Yes.
I have to go to college football because guess what? I remember what Chris Dees and everybody was talking about last week, but let me put some conferences on the hot seat.
Please give him the hot seat.
Wait. You want to do what on the hot seat, sir?
Put some conferences on the hot seat.
Oh, put some conferences on the hot seat? Oh, you mean like this? Burn them.
I will say this before Cole pushes the next button. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready, get your drinks ready, because it's time for the playmaker to cook.
Now, for those of you lucky enough and happy enough that LSU beat Alabama and that Georgia beat Tennessee, congratulations, be happy. But here's the reason why that most people say the playoff era has failed, because SEC is ruling the nation. You know why? Because when you look at the Big 12, Oklahoma, what do? They like to score points, but don't play no defense. When they run up to an Alabama, when they run up to a Clemson, when they run into a Georgia, what happens?
They got blown out.
Yeah, the defense can't hold, and the offense can't execute.
The Pac-12.
They lost to Oklahoma. Lost to freaking Baylor.
I love Oklahoma. I love Oregon. I'm an Oregon Ducks fan, second after my Florida Gators. But when they get into the college football playoff and they have to play an SEC team, or when a team like Washington gets in, what happens to them?
They get
blowout city.
Let me go to the Big Ten. Outside of Ohio State, Michigan finally got in. They ran into Georgia, and what happened?
They got blown to smithereens.
Are you seeing a theme here?
I will tell you exactly what happens when a Big Ten team matches up with a SEC team. It's as if the SEC team is running on grass and the Big Ten team is running in mud. That's what it looks like.
And lots of mud.
So y'all want to ride always there's an Alabama, or you want to ride there's always a Georgia in the midst, or you wonder why there's a LSU when they hot and running wire over everybody. Why they
SEC recruits the best athletes. It's just that simple.
But y'all want to get mad at the committee for doing what they do, because if you go on the field, what do you see? Y'all want to point at TCU. Yes, TCU's undefeated, but guess what? They've been behind in every single one of their games.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one game outside of Oklahoma when they were dominant from start to finish.
Can't name one.
Do you want to give Georgia a 17-point lead on TCU? Guess what's going to happen?
Blowout city.
Become
Alabama up 17 on TCU. What's going to happen?
Blowout
probably
city.
won by 30.
LSU up 17 on TCU. Guess what's going to happen?
Won by 30.
25, maybe 30.
When it comes to the playoff committee, there's a reason why they look at the ACC as the top dogs, because
they should.
The other conferences don't match up. And guess what? To the ACC, thank Notre Dame, because y'all are done.
Oh, the ACC, the ACC having a championship contender in 2022.
Now go to take your butt to Dabo Sweeney. Tell him he better fix it, because guess what? That's the only team out of the ACC who can ever make the college football playoffs. That blew up in smoke.
And they ain't doing.
Don't worry, the Big Ten gonna be done too. Because guess what? Ohio State and Michigan do meet later on this month.
And
Ohio State's gonna Ohio State's gonna beat the piss out of Michigan,
and one is gonna eliminate the other. Yes.
And by the way, that game is in the horseshoe. By the way, and they would not forget what happened last year.
And they ain't forgetting last year.
And Ohio State is going to drill Michigan.
They ain't forgetting last year, and CJ Stroud ain't either, because he felt disheveled when they went to the big house and lost to Michigan.
And I'm putting a little side cheese on that game, because I got Ohio State beating the piss out of Michigan. Go on, Playmaker.
And don't worry, let TCU go undefeated. Don't get messed up with Georgia.
Ooh.
Don't let another ACC team sneak in.
That would be ugly.
Because you know why? Y'all want to play with fire? Because I told this to my boy Alex the Bear Man last week. Y'all keep playing with fire. Eventually, y'all gonna get burnt.
Burnt the fuck up.
And don't let it happen in the playoffs. That's even a more indictment on all the other conferences.
Can anybody say Cincinnati Bearcats?
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody say Boise State Broncos?
So this hate towards the Southeastern Conference, get over it, because guess what? Ever since 2006, no conference has won more championships than the SEC. And that's going back to the BCS era. Mm-hmm. Starting with my Florida Gators. Mm-hmm. To Alabama, to LSU, to Auburn, to even Georgia. All the other conferences, you have only one team that can actually win a national championship in this era. ACC is Clemson. In the Big 10, that's Ohio State. The Big 12, when the last time you actually won a championship? In the Pac-12, the same question. When the last time y'all won a championship?
The Big 8 days for the Big 12, because that team was Colorado.
So 2005. And immortal words of Ric Flair: to beat a man, you have to beat the man. In this
Woo!
case, to be recognized as a good conference, you have to beat the best conference.
You gotta walk down that aisle.
So for the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, and the Pac-12, and all y'all fans, get out of the ACC phase until you can beat us.
My shoes cost more than your house. Shut up, fat boy.
Now y'all can go.
Bravo.
Nice job.
Bravo, sir.
Nice job.
Bravo.
I'm gonna say, don't get mad at the committee because they keep putting SEC team. They know they put them in there. They gonna prove what they been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, the SEC. I've been in SEC country now since 2010, and I've been in it before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a different brand of football altogether. I mean, it's almost to the point where when you look at the SEC, you're thinking, Lord have mercy, they are literally half a step below pros because these athletes are absolutely off the charts.
Yep, they sure are.
And you look at them and it's like, oh my gosh, it is a 9-day difference between them and almost every other conference in college football. It's sickening.
But we are failing
raise
because
that level.
Nobody else can compare to these conferences.
I lived in ACC country on 2 occasions, and it was all about the SEC with a lot of people that I've spoken to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was all about the SEC because I know so many Georgia fans in ACC country. It's not even fun.
Yeah. And when I lived in ACC country, it was
all about the dogs.
It was all about when it came to football. Yeah, it was all about the dogs, and they didn't really talk about football. It was like for them, it was all about basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Forget football. Okay, yeah, we do it. It's fun.
It's all about the dogs.
Yeah, football. Yeah, it's cute. It's fun. But yeah, if we want to watch football, we watch SEC, and they watch, and it was a whole lot of SEC
the
stuff.
ACC, and I'm going to get David Glenn on this program, as well as Dave Gorin in the next couple of weeks. The ACC is going to go the way of the Big East. Basketball started the conference. Football killed it.
So you're thinking the ACC? You think the ACC is going to be defunct?
Let me say it again. Basketball made the conference. Football's going to kill it.
Oh man, I hope.
I hate seeing that. I hate saying that. But look at the evidence.
I hope that's not the case.
Look at the evidence.
But,
this past Saturday,
all
of the ACC hopes for the college football playoff were on who? Clemson. They marched into Notre Dame and got kicked in the nuts. They got kicked in the nuts.
Every
playoff hope for the ACC has been obliterated by a team that was associated with the ACC 2 years ago because of COVID.
Yep. Notre Dame. Right.
2 years ago, Notre Dame beat Clemson. It took them double overtime. 2 years later, Clemson marches into Notre Dame with the number 5 ranking, and Notre Dame said, we don't care, and they beat their asses.
And the Big 12, you know why? And their biggest problem is they don't play defense. So guess what?
And
let TCU finish undefeated. If they meet Georgia,
it's over.
Georgia's going to just manhandle them, literally.
All Georgia has to do is trot out Brock Bowers.
Yeah, they're just going to be they're just more man and more physical.
And they're spotted a 14-point lead. And so let's go back to the top of the season. Everyone was praising. Everybody was praising the pollsters for putting Alabama at number 1. Here's the reasons I was given. Oh, they had a better recruiting class. Okay, I have a simple question. I have a simple question for y'all.
So,
who are the defending champions?
So, who ended the season as champs?
Who was the last team standing?
That team should be number one.
And the criminal thing was Cole, and we've talked about it. Playmaker, I've talked with you offline about it. They started Georgia at number 3.
You wouldn't 2.
I know that, but you have to realize also that whole defense was gone.
And the defense and this year's defense is allowing less than 14 points a game.
They proved that they reloaded and not on defense.
That's why they were still in the top 3, but it's like, okay, Alabama bringing back key starters and whatnot.
And Georgia,
that's about Georgia whole defense got drafted.
Listen to me, Georgia does not care.
So what they started to realize,
Georgia's playing like underdog. If you think about it, Georgia's playing like underdogs.
Now I'll say this: they're playing differently than last year, because last year I always said that Georgia was playing like, okay, we'll give you the first quarter, you could do whatever you want,
but if you don't figure it out,
the first quarter's on us. By the time we get to the second quarter, we're going to dominate and we're going to show you who is the better team, and you will have nothing to say about it. They only had one issue with that, and that was the SEC championship game. Every other game they played, including when they played Alabama in the national championship game, started second quarter,
it was over.
The team was all. It was over. The team was all.
You know why? Because that's when Jamison Williams went down. I was like, good gracious, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But here's the thing: you have to realize, and look at Brian Kelly. He turned LSU around.
Speaking of Brian,
how that season started after losing to Florida State, still
losing embarrassingly to them.
Embarrassingly, yep.
LSU playing football.
I speaking of Brian Kelly and speaking of LSU, let's have our call of the day. I have 2 of them.
Which one do you want to play?
Well, actually, I have 3 parts to our call of the day, and it's presented by Cricket. Let's start with this.
Down at 10 at the 25. Daniels going to keep trying to get to the edge. Gets by one defender. Cuts inside a blocker at the 20. Got another block at the 15. 10-5. Touchdown. Fighting Tigers. Jaden Daniels. 25-yard run. 1 play and a score. And it's 31-30. The Tigers cut the lead.
And a lot of people thought, okay,
kick extra point, we'll go to double overtime. Yeah.
No. This is where Brian Kelly earned his SEC stripes right here.
Agreed. And here is the play.
Snap to Daniels. Sprint out. Throw to the right. Caught. Right corner of the end zone. Mason Taylor. Tigers win. Hey now. 32-31. And the fans storm the field.
Crazy.
And that is that. And here is the other part of the call of the day that I wanted to do. Wanted to do it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling well. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better this morning.
Good.
And to the person who said, you need to eat off camera, I already ate. Where is it? Here it is. Cole, this is for you.
Rubber. He was on the mound when the Astros clinched the ALCS with that sweep against the Yankees. Mancini playing behind the runner at first. He goes, and the pitch is lifted to right by Castellanos. Long run for Tucker, over toward the line, and foul territory. Makes the catch, and the Houston Astros do it again. 2022 World Series champions.
Say it again, Robert Ford. Man, that sounds so good.
For the second time in 6 years, the Astros are baseball's best.
I will have a take about that tomorrow.
You will be proud of me. You will be proud of me, gentlemen.
Really?
Yeah. At the job where I work, to describe the scene for you, chat. So, my heritage is I come from Houston. Well, actually, I was born in New Orleans, but I was raised in Houston. I mean, from the time I was like 2 months old. So anything sports wise, I'm all about Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I work from Nashville, but the region in which I work is the Delaware Valley, and for those who don't know, that's like Philadelphia, all of Delaware, and southern part of New Jersey. Right.
By the way, congratulations on last night's win over the Magics.
No, thank you. So, of course, I'm dealing with a whole ton of Philadelphians, and when they caught wind that I was rooting for the Stros in the World Series, they're like, "Oh gosh, Cole, you're annoying. We want you. We want your team to lose. You suck." And this is all in good fun. You suck because you root for the Astros. ASSTROS. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll deal with the trash.
And they're giving you mess and good-natured fun.
Yeah, they are. Fine. And
pretty much they wait on you to go ahead and start bloviating.
Oh yeah, and before the series began, one of my co-workers reminded me of the 1980 National League Championship Series. So I was like, you all better pray the Phillies win this World Series, because if not, I'm going to be absolutely insufferable. I'm going to let all you have it. So another one of my coworkers said to me, let me see how did he say it? If I can remember how he said it. He said, this was like before, I think, game 5. Quote, "I hope your team disappoints you, Cole." Close quote.
Never heard that.
Yeah, so they got every update from every win that the Astros have from that point on, and as of Monday, I just keep flooding my team's timelines with Astros gifs all over the place. They see Jeremy Pena, they see the Astros celebration in the locker room, they see Yordan Alvarez. They see this on a they even see Orbit on a rotating basis, to the point where my manager said to me,
"Oh gosh,
quote, well, I am drunk because I've been taking a shot every time Cole mentions Houston." Close quote.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's fabulous.
That's a day made. And the coworker that has that told me that he hopes that my team disappoints me. He said yesterday and Sunday off. So when he reports in this afternoon at 2:00, he's gonna get the full Astros treatment.
He's gonna get the full Monty. And
you know how bad it is.
The one that started it all, the hit that Cole and I believe started the Astros on this run was this.
Show it.
The 0-1.
Show it, Yordan.
And Alvarez belts it deep to right field. Gets it goodbye. Unbelievable. The Astros a walk-off win. Yordan Alvarez a walk-off 3-run homer. And the Astros stun the Mariners in Game 1 of the division series. Incredible!
The House of Horrors for the Seattle Mariners continues as they mob Alvarez by home plate.
What people have to understand,
and I pretty much knew when they brought Robbie Ray in, they brought Robbie Ray in to face your damn Alvarez. And you know why I say your damn Alvarez, because every time he belts a home run, you're like, damn. Thank you. Thank you.
What day did y'all win the World Series?
Saturday.
You won it Saturday. This is how bad it is. Monday Night Raw was in Wellsburg, Pennsylvania. That crowd is still feeling the effect of that World Series loss.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they are. I'm loving it.
And that crowd, there was no reaction to the show whatsoever. I'm like, they still heard about this damn World Series.
Their butt heard about the World Series.
Oh,
Let me please my man Cole again. Robert Ford, take us to break.
The rubber. He was on the mound when the Astros clinched the ALCS with that sweep against the Yankees. Mancini playing behind the runner at first. He goes, and the pitch is lifted to right by Castellanos. Long run for Tucker, over toward the line, and foul territory. Makes the catch, and the Houston Astros do it again. 2022 World Series champions. For the second time in 6 years, the Astros are baseball's best.
Hit it!
I had someone ask me before we go to break. You're from Chicago. You're a White Sox fan. Why are you cheering for the Astros? I said, look, the teams that I follow religiously are the St. Louis Cardinals, the San Francisco Giants, the Houston Astros, and the Chicago White Sox. Period. The alerts on my phone with MLB are for those 4 teams. You know who asked me why I follow the Astros? It was a Cub fan. I said, you're just jealous that I don't follow your sorry ass team. Hey, look, we're going to win a World Series. Listen, the Astros will win 2 more, and the White Sox will win 2 before your Chicago scrubs even sniff another one.
Well, the Astros already won 2 since the Cubs won their last one. So yeah.
Yep. Because I don't want to take us to break. We'll talk NBA, and yes, we're going to pile on the failure of the Los Angeles Fakers and the Brooklyn Mess. We'll do that when y'all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Discouragement, sorrow, distance. Your arguments cause damage to your family. The hurt leads to divorce. You feel like there is nowhere else to turn. But there is hope for you. That's where we come into play. There is an overcomer that lives inside of you. One ready to take on the world as you leap for joy, living in victory. You'll grow to love yourself and others. There's life after divorce, and you can claim it today. Get Over Divorce, where your new story begins here every Thursday on YouTube and Spreaker.
Have you had a chance to visit the Snowman in the Morning shop yet? You haven't? Then what are you waiting for? Go to officialsitmorn.com, check out the shop when you type in the word shop, and you'll see things like, a coffee mug that's available, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a whole lot more. And while you're buying items from the Snowman in the Morning shop, you can support the Snow Strong Carolina mission. We got a lot to do and a short time to get there. Go to officialsitmorn.com/shop, check out all of the gear, and wear the same gear that the crew wears. And when you're doing that, tell them Snowman sent you.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
Steph Curry,
Tim Anderson,
Yordan Alvarez,
and it's caught. Debo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan consents.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
The Brooklyn Mets lost.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles Fakers lost.
Oh yeah, by the way,
The champs got their act together and won. Now,
Snowman, I need
yes,
a favor.
playmaker.
I need a favor, Snowman. When Nate, the person who should not be named, shows up tomorrow, I need you to tell him that either he's lying or his king is lying, because there was a press conference that somebody said, "I hate losing."
that's some grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit.
So somebody's lying.
He is. I'll answer that. He is.
Oh, I love how you phrase that, man, because that's exactly what I would say.
The Fakers,
That's what
Somebody lying. Somebody lying.
That's what he said at the press conference. I hate losing. Y'all know I hate losing.
Wait. How was it put on Friday? That's a flying lie.
A flying lie.
So
And
yeah,
you know exactly who I got that from.
So when What You Call It shows up tomorrow, make sure that you have that clip of LeBron saying he hates losing.
I'll have it. I will have it. I
want to hear him defend that. We'll be chasing greatness.
Ready.
Not greater. Not greatness. Greatness.
The defending one, probably maker.
Great enough.
It don't matter about the other number. We chasing great enough.
Great enough.
What the heck?
But your team's supposed to be winning championships.
Wait a minute.
That don't matter. Okay.
Oh my god!
I can't believe that. Wait a minute. Wait. He's chasing greatness. And the Utah Jazz scored 139 points.
Oh, why he sat on the bench?
Oh yeah, and he didn't play. Yeah.
Say that again.
Why he sat on the bench?
Yeah, and LeBron didn't even play that game.
He didn't
The bench.
Yeah, he was on the load management. He doesn't do that.
Wait, just a minute. How does the chant go? And I have to edit it. Bullshit.
100 all that. Yes, sir. He doesn't do load management. Yes, that came out of.
I'll have to find that clip too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to find that clip too. He didn't even play.
No. Didn't play.
He wants to play he's full of lies. He wants to play every game this season, and yet he load managed rested last night.
Like I said, the dude is a walking contradiction.
He didn't even play.
Walking contradiction.
I'll save all that for tomorrow. I'll save all that for tomorrow.
Yeah. I just want to throw that out there, just in case.
Thank you. I got some clips. I got some clips to find.
People would have been listening to the LJPN and would have forgot that LeBron James did a press conference after losing the game, saying he hates losing. I just want to make sure we have the evidence, because somebody lying over here.
They scored 139 points of who not? Yeah, the Lakers. I mean the Lakers.
No, you said it right.
Lakers.
Wait. Hold up. Where is it? And Laker fans will say to me,
"You tripping."
The rest of us are singing
Yahoo!
Oh my gosh!
And we can't even celebrate correctly because we talking about a victor.
A victor.
but got the nerve to get mad at me when I'm trying to say victory is in every freaking chapter of the Bible.
Yes.
Oh Lord. Oh gosh.
Hey, this is Cole. This is for you, and this is for all of my old school game show heads. What is going on with the mess in the Lakers right now? This. And once again, hey Cole, if you didn't hear the sound, here it is again. What's going on with the Lakers and the mess right now?
Oh.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find something.
Oh my gosh.
Why you always lying?
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to find.
Why you lying?
Why you always lying?
Somebody lying. I'm just.
And it ain't us.
No.
I keep receipts.
And
man.
it ain't us.
Like,
AB
so,
Media, good morning to you from
What's up, bro?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
What's up, brother?
So we're not worrying about playoffs. We're not worrying about championships. We're chasing greatness. But LeBron says, I hate losing. Okay, something's not making sense here.
Something does not compute.
1 + 1 does not equal 4
Something
right now.
does not. Oh, Victor, thank you. I believe I have the sound that Victor requested. A little bit of Wheel of Fortune for you. Oh God! And then tomorrow,
Greatness and Ficora.
Greatness. We chasing greatness. And yet tomorrow we got to deal with this.
Moaning.
Oh, the fact I made him lose it.
And then
you're fired.
I made him lose it.
Wait a minute.
I didn't know until Snowman played it back from us. Like, damn.
Listen, that man they call Cole Sports took everything we threw at him last week and knocked it all out the park. After Cole said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm through. And played the closing. Playmaker was just sitting back in his chair, holding his breath. First statement out of his mouth, you put me in the stupid realm. And I'm sitting there dying. And yes, we are priming the pump for tomorrow for hour 2.
He played a commercial about stupid university. I was like, wait a minute. Where did this come from?
A classic rant that has now turned in. Let me find it. A classic rant from my buddy Chris Bass that has turned into this.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
I said, I'm done on that one. I was done. I'm like, and that's like, it all makes sense now. It all came from the circle for me.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university.
We got LeBron. We got LeBron James fans that can't speak. They don't make no sense, and their king contradict what they've been saying. Great.
Now you understand why I have such a hatred and a disdain toward brownsexuals.
This is just wonderful for me. Okay, I'm in
Victor,
the stupid realm. Okay,
Victor, I love you for this. We are getting plagued tomorrow.
Plagued
by the 65th Tabernacle Apostolic. I can't even finish it.
Oh, the 65th.
I hate you, Cole, for 65th, because now I won't get out of my damn head. I hate you for that. I love you, but I hate.
By the 65th. Tabernacle
every
Apostolic
time
Pentecostal Methodist
almost
Catholic
every
Baptist
time,
Church in the Chicken Wing.
almost every time Cole voices something or Bass says something, it turns in. Okay, the first time Cole said 65th, it's not left my head. Damn you, and damn you. I mean that in fun, of course, but damn you.
85th.
It's like, oh no. Oh, Victor. I found the first question to the stupid university entrance exam. Name a yellow fruit. Orange.
Oh, good. Name a yellow fruit. Orange.
I'm not working off this time. I'm not working off this time.
You know what?
Because this is a different situation. The other situation, we would reference some stuff and he had to throw that in, and I'm like, man.
Name a yellow fruit. Orange.
That is.
No, I said a yellow fruit. Orange.
Orange.
Damn it! I said a
Could
yellow.
you imagine the look on Steve Harvey's face, and that was the question, and that was the answer that was given?
Listen, as far
you won't go to a course already. First of all,
that's the goal every time I channel. Go ahead.
Listen, the race episode was in dude that answers said cupine.
Oh God, that's my favorite one. Name a type of pork. Cupine. Good answer. Good answer.
And they're all cheering him for this error.
The other four.
They're
Good
cheering
answer,
him
man. Good answer.
They're cheering him for this answer. To the point where Steve was on the floor for 10 minutes.
Name a type of pork. Cupine. Oh, Lord, man. You set our race back 400 years. Why?
Lord God. Ryan, you stupid.
On the Stupid Diversity application form,
90% of the students wrote your name here on the
your
line.
name here on the line says, write your name here.
We got to turn Stupid University into a segment now. Matter of fact, all right, let's do it. Folks, in the chat, tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to dedicate a segment to Stupid University.
You know this is going to go far left.
That's my goal.
There's no coming back from this, so you know that, right?
This is going to come back and kick me in the ass, but I don't care. I'm going to go with it.
Go far left.
I'm going to go with it. Before I do my bronze sexual confession tomorrow, I want y'all in the chat.
No sick. Kyrie Irving needs to enroll in Stupid University.
Dominoes, vominos.
We ain't even get to tomorrow. Already. Yep. There's no comeback from this already. Oh,
so you know where the ominous dominus vominos comes from, right?
I know this.
No, I don't actually.
Mm-hmm.
Brian does. Because that's the thing that Bass says every now and then. He says ominous dominos. So I added vominos just so I was thinking, normally you have these three prestigious Latin terms that's on a crest. So I was like, I was like, okay, what can I put? Oh, Bass likes to say ominous dominos. What can I? Oh, vominos. That'd be even better. Ominous dominos vominos.
Saying a word that you don't even know the meaning of.
Right.
Oh no!
And Sick also says, along with James Harden, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, etc. Oh, and Ryan says Kyrie Irving is a professor emeritus at Stupid University.
So,
And Victor
know what?
Lodge
I'm not
says
even
Kyrie
gonna
has
know.
already graduated valedictorian at Stupid University.
I'm not even gonna go there because if I go there, I'm not gonna stop.
Go with it. Go with it. We got a few minutes left. Go with it.
Antonio Brown.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Le'Veon Bell.
You said Antonio Brown? Yeah. In the audience there was stupid university administrators when they found that Antonio Brown was going to be a student.
Hey, Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, my gosh.
Calvin Ridley.
Please. That fool there.
And yeah, he got traded and won't see the field this year. Dumbasses.
That fool there.
Oh, Lordy.
Buffalo
Bills for not having a running game.
No, we're trying to be funny, not serious.
Oh, wow.
He does have a point.
LJPN is sponsored by HoFacts. Before she hoe, and you gotta know, tell her to show me the HoFacts.
And Stupid University is sponsored by the LGPN.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Oh no! Right now there are 4 professors: Ryan Hollins, Nick Wrong, Michael Irvin, and now please welcome to the Stupid University faculty Malika Andrews, who is our new women's
study professor. Oh Lord!
I have something on Malika Andrews. I will do that Thursday morning. Please remind me to do that Thursday morning because I never fully went in.
Malika Andrews
on Malika. I never fully went in on Malika Andrews. I'm gonna save that for Thursday. Tomorrow we're already loaded, and I will also put my thoughts on Malika Andrews on the Brian Snow podcast, which launches this week. And if I'm looking at my schedule, if all goes well, the first episode drops tomorrow.
Oh, and how is it going to drop?
I'll have to answer that question offline.
Gotcha. By the way,
I'll have to answer.
Basketball is.
You know what? I'll answer your question now. It'll drop via audio and video.
Okay.
It'll drop via audio and video because what I'm going to do is record it because I got a meeting today at noon for a podcast group that wants to sign on with the SDM Sports Network Pod Center.
Okay.
So anybody that wants to host a podcast with the podcast center of my network, let me know. There will be a charge so we can build the darn thing while I look for sponsors. I'm busy building the page now. There's just so much to do because we're over this point. We're over this thing.
And by the way, college basketball is back.
Yes,
college basketball.
Yeah, yes, nice. It is.
That's nice.
More basketball.
And one more time. Wait, one more time.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, Stupid University. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Aminos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid University, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
And I was glad part. Magna cum. What the hell?
I was going. Okay, so I was going to scrap that last part, because I was like, okay, what is the Latin word for stupid? And I found the Latin word for stupid. So before I scrapped it and said, okay, this I don't think I'll take this tape. I'm gonna put the Latin word for stupid on there. I heard it back one more time the way I'd said stupid. And for those of you who don't understand, when I record, it just rolls off the tongue. I don't even think about how I'm saying it.
That's probably the reason why it's taking you a minute to do my favorite foul one, because you probably got something cooking up your sleeve. I'm gonna be like, I don't know why I asked for this.
And Cole made a promise to me that some new ads would roll my way today, because I have a ton to update and I got a ton to record today. For those of you listening on the SDM Sports Radio Network, don't forget Saturday, November 19th, 6 p.m. Jennings County basketball takes the stage as the girls host the Pirates of Greensburg. Yours truly will have the call. We'll be up at 5:30 with the Dairy Queen pregame show. And
Thank you, Victor.
That accent gets me. I mean, Cole has turned in.
He can do so many different accents. It don't make no sense.
Cole has turned into Mel Blanc.
Oh Lord,
for the show.
Not Mel Blanc. That's high praise. Thank you. Wow.
Listen, that's an honor because I love Mel Blanc.
I know.
I love Mel Blanc. Well, listen, I'll leave y'all with this. When he passed away in '89, and someone brought me a USA Today, and since then I've loved USA Today. And I saw a picture of a microphone and all the Looney Tunes characters, and they're all bowed. Their heads are all bowed. I read that story and I cried in the middle of class.
See, I told you it was Looney Tunes.
I cried in the middle of class. My teacher came to me, walked me out of class, and said, "Why are you such in tears?" And I showed her the story, and she understood right then and there, because Mel Blanc was a big influence on me, hence me doing all the voices. And she just gave me a hug and says, "Now I understand." And I just said thank you. So
you're such a big proponent of voice. Yeah.
She didn't understand. Listen, 2.5 years in high school, and she didn't understand why I did all the voices, how I can make the people laugh from doing all the Looney Tunes voices. I showed her that article and she finally got it. And I love her for that. I love her for that.
Good point, Victor. Also, name a person who goes to stupid university that knows Latin. Good point.
Very good point.
All right, and before we do head out, make sure you check out my man Ryan McCarthy. No Just required tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. NFL Talking some more. He has a channel right here.
Mr. McCarthy, I want a piece of the action tonight.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Let me back off of that, because I know my family will be home, and I want to have some time with my family. So I'm going to get all my production done before my wife comes in.
Yeah. So tune into No Credentials Required. Ryan McCarthy is host. 7 p.m. Eastern on his YouTube channel, No Credentials Required.
And I'm going to back it up by putting it on the SDM Sports Radio Network. You'll hear the audio version thereof, and you'll hear that one live. So let's get on out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you,
then they are not big enough.
Dream big, do bigger. And congratulations to the Houston Astros 2022 World Champions. We're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Oh, in Delaware Valley.
You're fired.
See ya.
We're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, the hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold, hard facts.